Everyone agreed on one thing: God was late. The machines were already humming when Elena arrived at the hospital. White lights, beeping monitors, and a hallway that smelled like disinfectant and final decisions. Her twin sister lay motionless behind the glass. Brain activity minimal. Recovery unlikely. Time was running out. Elena pressed her forehead against the cold wall and whispered the prayer she had prayed for weeks. God, please. Not like this, but the doctor's voice was calm. Too calm. We need a decision. Elena nodded, even though something inside her screamed no. She remembered how her sister used to laugh too loud, how she'd say, God is never late, people just stop waiting. Elena almost laughed at the memory. Almost. She signed the papers with shaking hands. When it was over, she walked outside and sat on the curb, staring at nothing. Her phone buzzed messages from relatives, from church friends, all saying the same thing. God knows best. She's in a better place. Everything happens for a reason. Elena wanted to throw her phone into traffic. That night, she didn't pray. She didn't cry. She stared at the ceiling and said the words she had never allowed herself to say. God, you missed it. Days passed. At the funeral, Elena felt nothing. Not anger, not peace, just emptiness. Then, a week later, her sister's phone arrived in the mail, forgotten at the hospital. Elena turned it on. Hundreds of unopened notes, drafts, voice memos. One recording was dated the night before the accident. Her sister's voice filled the room, weak but clear. If you're hearing this, then maybe I didn't make it, and that's okay. I need you to know something. I asked God to use my life even if I didn't get to keep it. Elena froze. The message continued. I've been praying for you, Elena, for years. For your faith, for your healing, for the day you'd stop blaming yourself for everything that went wrong. Elena's chest tightened. I asked God to let my story speak where my voice couldn't. There was silence, then one last sentence. If it feels like God came too late, please wait. He's not finished. Elena dropped the phone. For the first time since the hospital, she wept, not just because she lost her sister, but because she realized something terrifying and holy at the same time. God didn't show up late. He showed up deeper. Not to stop death, but to plant life where faith had almost died. And that was the miracle no one saw coming. What changed your faith or challenged it the most? If this story touched your heart, give this video a like. Share it with someone who feels disappointed with God. And subscribe to Fasky Tales, where stories don't just entertain, they heal.